All right, Ibar already rocking 1-0 here in 2024, looking to make it 2-0, and we're off 3-2-1 pills, and decent openings for both players here. Ibar's got a nice little stack here. He's going to get that right side cleared off, and he really wants to focus on that left side if he can. It's sort of cascading down left to right here. Meanwhile, Packy with that L, yeah, lowering that top line and keeping things nice and even, playing a moderately split board, but can definitely reach across here and get some horizontals if he wants to, as he drops down and gets that gets two consecutive doubles and then a third. So already down to 17 here. These players playing fantastically so far.
Yeah, Ibar again, he has been making some plays to just clear things out of his way. He has a very left-heavy board right now, but it's not stopping him from just tearing this down and trying to keep this a close game with Packy, who's just at 4 viruses remaining already and not even in a minute in.
Yeah, I think having that world record run go against him, I think may have sparked him a bit here as we see Ibar getting that clear and tucking that blue down. But at a 109, Packy is going out of his mind, and he is out of level 9 first.
Oh, look at this, though, clear from Ibar. Definitely just trying to make these place to where he's not wasting any pills. He probably was hoping to clear those yellows together, but not letting that stop him when he sees that all the pills that he's getting are yellow, so he knows he can make it out at a 136. So quite a bit behind Packy right now.
Packy with that big quad clear on the middle of his board. Doesn't have too much access to yellow. We'll see what he does there. Ibar dropping things down and is looking really good. He can't really tuck that double yellow, and he's got that red blocking in column 3. So he is a little bit stymied here, especially with no access to blue. I do apologize for that noise. It is zoomy time for the cat. It is 31-13 here as we're partway through level 9.
And look at Ibar's access to different colors. He has nothing but red on his top line. Oh, this red surge is exactly what he needs to kind of clear away some of them, but still just red as far as you can see. So the game giving him a little bit, a taste of what he needs, but he needs more of it.
A double red here would be fantastic for Ibar. He could really just lightning rod that column 3 just down instantly. But with limited access to yellow, it's making things a little bit difficult here for Ibar. Like that tuck underneath. Nice little swim there. He's at 20, but Packy looking to be out here at a 249 halfway through his run.
Mm-hmm. And now, Ibar is a situation that was a wonderful cross clear. Probably looking to, I don't know if he saw it in quick enough, but he had some capabilities to take those reds floating up there horizontally. But now it looks like he's building a bridge to get that done. And it's going to drop clear into this blue at the bottom. So great play by Ibar, needing a few more blues to get out of this level 9, and will do so right here at 325.
Yeah, and these are two separate play styles. I mean, Ibar, from what I've seen him, he definitely plays more methodical, a lot grindy, and that was evidenced by his efforts at the Versus Championships. Packy is definitely brute force, holding down so often, and really just not thinking about what garbage might come. Just plays with just great vision across the board. And Ibar is a very good methodical player. And don't mistake methodical for slow. He's very deliberate with what he wants to do, and really only see setbacks from him when he's not getting appropriate RNG. But he has a place for everything, and that's what makes him so good. Speed isn't always brute force in Dr. Mario.
I would like to also add, the way I describe Packy's play is versatility. Like, he does, just throw down those pills, but he has a space that he can fit everything. And if it doesn't fit there, he has multiple different ways of clearing a few viruses. So definitely versatile play style on Packy's side. And he is out and into his level 11 first at a blazing time.
Packy's PB is 617 here, and he's well on pace for that. Looking for some blue help to start this off. Not a lot of access to yellow. He's going to get the one singular yellow and immediately take it off the board. Meanwhile, Ibar down to his final 4 viruses and has a good shout here. The only problem now is he's sort of stacked himself on that uh, red virus in row 1. He's going to have to try to work around it. That means a very difficult end game, but he is getting that blue off the board. So things going a little bit easier here as Ibar down to his final virus and looking for a blue, and getting a blue red is just brutal. But good call there, getting out at a 521, but definitely behind the 8 ball here as it is a 16 virus lead for Packy.
Now, Packy here is kind of giving himself some trouble with that yellow trash in column 5, but he's going to probably try and clear that horizontally to give himself that red drop clear. And this is exactly what he needed to do. It is a double yellow, and that's what he did.
Really well done there. Packy down to 23. Ibar starting to steam along here, but this exclusively red top line making things difficult, especially when the RNG is not cooperating, laying things flat and dropping things down, eating 1 second off his time here, just trying to get things going here. And he's setting up a nice combo. Really would like something to clear out. A red yellow would be huge, and it looks like he is going to get that. Meanwhile, Packy here down to his final 11 as he's looking to clock out of this first game, and is very, very close. All he needs to do now is clear the yellows, and he'll have access to pretty much everything. And he will do that. Down to his final 3 now, 2. And with looks like he's going to go vertical and get everything off, and that is out at a 634 for Packy. Excellent time.
But those final few plays just go to prove that versatility of Packy, because he changed wanting to clear that red and showing that red he was going to clear it horizontally to just clearing it vertically, and he's just a very versatile player, using that pill to the fullest and taking this first crown in our round 2 match here.
All right, as we get things going here for our second game, Packy looking to advance. And if the bracket is correct here, he looks like he'll be facing the winner of this will be facing Adelita tomorrow on semifinal Sunday. And then we've got one more match coming up here to determine the winner, who's facing Floyd in the semifinals. Floyd's been having a heck of a year so far. But we are ready for game 2. We have a ready from Packy. I think we're just waiting for a ready from Ibar. Just a little camera adjustment on his end. Want to show off that beautiful Super Mario Brothers t-shirt he's rocking. And we have her ready. Hey, it's a nice shirt. I'd rock it.
Yeah. All right, and we have our countdown. 3, 2, 1, and pills. Both players out at the same time, which makes it always easy for us as in the commentary booth.
Absolutely. And Packy was a little bit off to a rough start here, and is going to try to drop things down for an L. Yeah, he's still going to deal with a smidge of blue garbage on that left side. Meanwhile, Ibar has a good, clean start here. I'm really liking this. Elects the horizontal. I think that was the play, dropping that blue garbage down a little bit. Going to get a short stack, and he is off and running. 24 viruses to go. Packy playing a split board. Meanwhile, it's a lot more clustered for Ibar, and that really favors Ibar's play style.
But it is also having Ibar have a little bit more drop time than he normally tries to play for, but it's just clearing all the viruses out of the way, and this is going to be a little bit of a tricky play for him. He decides to clear the yellows that he was setting up for a clear in column 4, but he's always thinking ahead of where is this pill going to drop once I make the play I'm looking for.
Ibar, I think, looking for a horizontal with these blues here as he is setting up for it. And now he just needs something, anything blue. Something. Oh, my goodness.
No, just blue. Just blue. We don't need anything. We need that blue. Okay, Doc? Yeah. Oh, and look at this play. Look at this.
Great combo. Beautiful. Taking 7 viruses off the board. He's down to 6. Keeping things up with Packy right now and looking to play horizontally, getting things nice and cleared off and setting up for a horizontal play, or maybe clearing things off and opening up the blue.
That is not what he wanted.
Doesn't have the horizontal. I think that's what he was gunning for there, Betty.
Yeah, that is not what he wanted, but Packy really doing a good job. He kind of had a little bit of a ledge on his red, and he knew by clearing that it would cause his horizontal for the yellow to be blocked. So he did not take that, and rightfully so, because he was into 9 first.
But these players still very, very close. Don't let that finish fool you. Ibar, though, not with a very limited access to yellow, and the yellow he's trying to get is over and covered. So he's basically getting additional pills that he doesn't need. Meanwhile, Packy is cruising through level 9, already down to 26.
Oh, that cross clear from Ibar, and here's another one. Well, decides to not take that horizontally, because he could see that it wasn't going to clear all the reds that he wanted to. Gets what he needs there, gets all those reds out of the way, and now has no access to red. So, geez, you win some, you lose some here.
Yeah, and he made the right decision there. I think he saw that he had a better setup clearing out garbage and setting things down, and now we're seeing him open up his board here. He is down to 19, catching up almost essentially with Packy. He's really looking for blue help, especially on that right side. Things stacked up a little high. You may even want to think about intentional garbage play at this point just to get something going, but trying to clear everything around it just so he can get that little bit of help. But still, things are pretty rough going here. 15 to 10 as it is good, hopefully good tidings here for Ibar. And I like this play, setting himself up, getting that under clear. Meanwhile, Packy is over on that left side, and he's basically just playing a big spire on that first column. Getting that sweet tea certainly helps him out. He's going to have easy access to everything now. What a great play here. And look at that, cleans up that board down to his final one, and then getting just a couple of double blues. What great luck there, down and out at a 338 halfway through.
Yeah, that RNG gave Packy exactly what he needed and exactly what he was setting up for. So when the game does that, get out of everybody's way, because we would all play a lot better if the game gave us what we needed. But Packy doing it and into level 10, and Ibar right behind him at 398. Or 358, got it.
Ibar was really trying to look for a little bit of help over on that top right, but finally makes do, or excuse me, Packy was. And Packy down to 28 here. Ibar looking for some help. Double yellow would be huge for him. Stacking up that red garbage a little high, not dangerously high, but still having a good go here. 34 to 23 here as we're at about 4.5 minutes. And a nice triple there by Ibar trying to even this thing up.
Oh, look at this. Wow. That drop clear. That was so beautiful. And I could see that's what he was going for, but I was just seeing also the top of his board getting closer and closer. So I was hoping he would get it before time ran out, and he did.
And that's exactly what I mean by methodical and deliberate. He's just making those combos drop with very minimal drop time, and it's just a super big help to him. Maybe now looking for potentially a double yellow, and you can't really hold out too much since that's blocking off so much of your board. You may have to just pull the valve off here and leave that other yellow in column 4, but he does get it. And look at this combo, down to 11. He's keeping things nice and tight, and now down to 10, only has to play that left side, Betty.
And Packy did a really good thing here. He saw he had a yellow pill half that he could have used to clear out the yellow in column 1, decides not to because he was watching that next pill and saw he had a double, which would limit that drop time or have no drop time. So Packy making a really good decision there into his 11 first. Ibar just needing a few more yellow here, one more yellow now. And come on, there we go. And he is out at a 544.
Ibar making this a game. He is down by 10, but 10 is not a safe lead here, especially depending on what Ibar gets. And he is already taking things off and maybe looking for a little help here. Finally, he was looking for the blue-yellow earlier and wasn't getting it. Rough going there, but making do here. And I like that sweet tea, clearing the garbage, clearing the virus, opening up that left side. He's needing a lot of red help, Betty. And looking over at Packy's side, he's already halfway through 26 and really playing a clean board on his side.
Yeah, I can see again all the setups that Packy is trying to do, and his brain is always thinking, is this still the way I want to do it? And he makes those split second decisions, and it always ends up being a great play for him. Oh, look at this setup for this drop clear. He needs a blue to kind of set that off, and this is what's going to do it. Cross clear from Packy.
Packy down to 13. Ibar at 29 here. Ibar fighting for his tournament life. I think really just trying to fight for a blue piece and finally getting it, but I think he might have just spent too much time trying to
Mm.
hold that off. So that might be the it's such a tough call when to hold off for a piece or not, because you've got to work around it and have something, have what I like to call a safety valve, essentially, where if you can't pull that combo off, you can pull part of it off without hurting your board too much.
Mhm.
And 3 viruses now, 2 to go. Packy taking a peek over his screen, but we'll be out here just needing 1 and 2, and that's the match at a 7:21. Packy takes game 2 and the match, and will face Adelito on semifinal Sunday.